Thanks for clicking on my YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you a quick way to sample. It's similar to Machine, but it's on Ableton Live. Just, a workflow that's quick, simple, and easy. Yeah, man, this shit hit. Black Diamond. If you ever see it around, invest. Alright guys, now that we have Ableton open, first thing you want to go is your categories, instruments. Then you want to click on your drum rack. Open the drum channel. Boom. Now go to wherever your wave file is located at. For me, I'm just going to go snip mine from iTunes real quick. Drag this over. Jazz sample. All you do is click, hold it, drag it onto any drum pad. Release. Give it a second. Boom. It's loading. And right here is a preview window. It should be a preview of the wave. And now that the sample is located in here, you have all these parameters to go with it. And you're able to use these tabs to locate what you want your pad to be in. Like how on Machine, you're able to use your two knobs to move these over and locate where you want to sample or / chop. Now, what do you do from there whenever, say, this is a chop, for example? What do I want to do now if I want to make another chop? Simple. Go, put your cursor over the drum pad with your sample. Hold Alt on your keyboard. This is a duplication key. Click on the sample. Drag. Do not release the Alt key until you drag over to the next pad. Decompress your left mouse. Now we let go of Alt. And now you should have a duplicate of the other pad. Since you did that, you go on the other pad, load that up, and make your second chop by doing what you see what I'm doing here. See what I mean? Now that if you have two different chops already. Boom. Oh, don't press that. Now, continue doing it again and repeat. Or if you know which areas you want to chop already, make it faster because you want to speed up your workflow every time and just duplicate. Hella, fuck it. Just duplicate hella, man. Until you're like, alright, I know I want to fuck with 8 chops on this drum pad. Now you go individually to each one, make each chop separate, you know what I mean? Because they're all the same right now and shit. Alright, I made my chops, but I only did it with the first 4 pads in the drum rack. First thing you want to do is turn on your input. Now if you hit your pads, right? Those are my chops, but you can play them both at once and you don't want that. Like for example, look at this. You see how I hit this pad over here, but then it just kept rambling off, although these ones are solo chopped. In order to deal with that, go to the third circle on the drum rack to the top left. Click on that circle. Go where it says choke. Now all of these you gotta turn in the box where it says none into 1. Right? So I'm gonna do that. This is how you set your polyphony, just like Machine. Only thing that's tedious, as you can tell, is this part. Setting choke groups, but it's worth it. Alright, next thing is controlling the length and drag off of your sample, which is controlled by this knob right here. You're probably asking yourself, why is my sample not blending or keep playing on? Well, if you mess with this knob, you'll see why. For example, if I leave it all the way up, it's going to play the whole thing. But if I bring it down a bit, you'll notice a fade out at the end, depending on how much I want to do it to. What I like about Ableton is that all of these pads individually in the drum rack have their own specific one, like this one. And what's also dope is that within this border right here, you're able to put in plugins or audio effects per pad. Like this one, you hear this? Well, I EQ'd it. See how I did that? But in here, nothing. It's just raw wave. Right? This knob right here is known as your release knob. There's also attack, decay, and sustain, ADSR. In MIDI, you want to know this. Now, there is a way to route this release with all of your pads. I'll get to that in another video. Alright, now that you got your pads all set up, you gotta make sure your polyphony's right, just like how it is in Machine when they do it. Now, what you gotta make sure and ask yourself if you're going by your own desired tempo, or are you going by the samples tempo? Now me, because of the way I chopped it, I'm gonna have to go by the samples tempo. So, first of all, I'm gonna play you my melody. This is my melody. Right? And then I'm just gonna re-loop that. But if I record it right now and record in on this channel, my tempo is set at 120. So first, what I recommend you do is tap your tempo. So now I'm gonna tap. By the way, what I did to set my tap tempo, I set key, I went to my tap, and I pressed 1 on my keyboard, and I set my tap tempo key to 1. So I just tap on 1 to find my tempo. Now all I do is just tap. So it looks like single time, I'm 64.62 BPM. Could be a little bit slower, faster. I might sound off. If I am, it's okay, it's a demonstration. But you get the idea. Now that I set my tempo on what I have to be, I'm gonna record in. Hella off. But I'm gonna piece it back together. Command use, quantize. One more. Feel me? Put the bounce in there. Alright, that's dope. You feel me? Now you add some drums. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey. Example purposes, you feel me? I'll go ham for y'all real quick. When you know your things, you end up just dialing shit in, you feel me? Hey. Transpose that hat if you need to. Lower or high. Okay. Now, as a recap, we made our own chops, right? Here's our melody. Right? Simple. Add some hats. You feel me? Not that many sounds, you know what I'm saying? Then fuck it, throw that clap in that bitch. Yep. Wait for it. That's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. For everyone and anyone who thinks my videos are really helpful, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the people that will subscribe. You can keep updated by following me at Vybesdytox via SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you, and catch you next week.